everybody. I have taken several classical Pilates exercises and modified them to better assist people who may have a little neck strain. Instead of curling up in the hundreds, for instance, we'll stay flat and focus on relaxing your neck and keeping your ideal spinal alignment, or what we call neutral spine in Pilates. We'll do some legs, we'll do some upper back, some glute exercises, some arm exercises, and a little stretching. All right, here we go. All right, starting on your back, let's take a deep breath in the nose, out the mouth. Just relax everything for a moment. Another breath. Let all the stress and maybe worries, let them go. And we'll take the arms up. Stretch it out, clasp your hands, reach up, and then slowly bring your arms down by your sides. We're going to get ready for the hundreds here. We'll pull the shoulders down, relax the neck, try to press the back of your ribs into the floor. Reach through the arms. Try not to let your shoulders round forward, but pull the arms long. Keep your chest open, your shoulders down, shoulder blades pulling down. And we're going to pulse here without doing anything else with your body, just pulsing. We're thinking of that length in the spine, tailbone heavy, right? Navel pulled in, shoulder blades pulling down. I'm trying not to let my shoulders roll inwards. And we'll practice this inhaling 5 pulses more or less, doesn't have to be perfect. Exhaling through the mouth 5 pulses. Let's give it a try. In and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale, reaching along through the arms. Exhale. Keep focusing on engaging your abdominals, pulling your ribs in, your abdominals in. We'll float one leg up to tabletop. Do the same thing. Inhale and exhale. Inhale. Should be feeling your arms a little bit. Exhale. One more. Switch to the left leg. Knee should be right over your hip bone, right? Try both legs. 2 more sets. Reach the right leg out. Left leg out. Raise your legs up. Keep going. Flex your feet. Keep going. Shoulder blades pulling down. Try to lower your legs if you can. If your lower back isn't arching, press the back of the ribs into the floor. Deep breath in. Try it. 2 more sets. And then pull your knees to your chest. Let that lower back stretch out a little bit. And we'll do a little rotation stretch. Bending one knee. You can look to the opposite side. And then switch. And just be sure you're lengthening that arm out. Open the shoulder. You reach to that arm. And then come back. And we'll go right into both legs up. So here I'm pressing my ribs into the floor, so I'm not arching the back. Tailbone is heavy, and I'm really pulling in that low belly, really feeling that around the hips. I want to flex the feet, so we're engaging the whole leg. Push out and switch. It's a small movement. I'm trying not to let my knees come in close. All right, so you're challenging your core stability a little bit more that way, keeping that neutral spinal alignment there. And just try that a few times. Breathing in conscious breath, neck relaxed, shoulders down. Right, I'm working my legs at the same time. And then we'll go into, we can take a little break there, stretch the lower back, and we're going to do double leg stretch. Same idea, exactly the same idea. Now with two legs, a little bit more challenging. Flex the feet, push out with your heels, and push. Using those abdominals, keeping your shoulders down, right? Shoulder blades heavy on the floor. And push. And let's do a few more. Both legs are working simultaneously, so it doesn't matter how many you do, as long as you don't overdo it. And one more. Knees pull the chest. You can kind of stretch the hips out, open the knees, close the knees. Make sure you're not getting scrunched up or cramped up there. All right, and we'll go right into scissors. If you can, take your legs up to about 90. If not, you can lower the legs, and we'll go right into scissors. And if anything hurts, don't do it, please. But if this works for you, try to get a good stretch here. Right, switching from one leg to the other. And breathe. And breathe. Check your neck. Check your shoulders. Shoulder blades down, heavy on the floor. Alright, and then knees to chest. And we'll bring our legs down, knees bent, feet flat, and let's roll up into a bridge and roll down one bone at a time. Try to lengthen and stretch out through the spine as you go. Engage your abdominals, use your seat. Try to find your glute muscles, engage them, and lift and lengthen. Get longer, or try to get longer as you roll down. And again, we go up, right? Neck long and relaxed. Here I'm trying to lift one leg and put it down. Lift the other leg. Try to keep your hips still, stable, even, as symmetrical as possible. Right? And lift and down. And we're breathing consciously as we go. Try to do one more set if you can. And then roll all the way down. So this is a little bit more advanced. If it doesn't hurt, give it a try. I'm lifting my hips high so it's straight across the top of the hip, nice and straight. Really working the seat here. One leg comes up and I lower straight down, straight up. No articulation here. I'm going straight and straight. That was 7. So let's do 7 on the other side. Up and we go down and up. Usually there's one side easier than the other. That's normal. And then roll down. And we'll pull the knees to the chest, stretch out your back. Little knee opening. If you're tight in the hips, this is a really good one. Super, super simple. Opens the inner thighs a little bit. Trying to lengthen my spine. So if you look down and can see your feet slightly in front of your hips. That's good, right? We don't want them to be behind the body, so we're not arching the back. Top hip over bottom hip, waist pulled in, abdominals pulled in, so the spine is straight. Right? Let the head relax, engage your seat, reach that leg, the top leg up, press through that heel, really press through that top heel, and we go down and up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hold and pulse. Again, using your glutes. And try to do 10 and circle the legs. Here we're trying to keep the pelvis stable, and you'll see how much of a challenge it is to do this without moving your hips. Right? I'm trying to keep my waist pulled in and my pelvis stable. And then we go the other way. Try to do 10 in both directions. And then we rotate both legs out, the toes of the bottom foot on the floor, reach through the heels, point the foot up, nice hip crack there, and just try to get a nice stretch in your hips. You're trying to keep your leg rotated outwards, and we go up and bring it down, up and down. Let's do a few more. And then try to see if you can get a good stretch by drawing your knee to your shoulders, still rotated out. I'm trying to stretch my hamstrings and my hip, my seat a little bit. And then we go right into clams. Bent at the hips. My knees are just slightly, not quite 90 degrees. Not in front, not straight out, but in front of my hips. Square pelvis, right? Top hip right over the bottom hip. I'm lifting the feet up and just rotating the top knee towards the ceiling. This is 5, 6, 7. Let's do another 10. Really feel your glutes if you can do another 10. All right, I definitely feel that. Press everything on the other side. Here we go. Reach that top leg out, press through the heels, legs slightly in front of your hips, waist pulled in, shoulders relaxed. You can use this free arm for support. Leg comes up and down, reaching. Really reach and feel the seat as you go up and down. And hold it up and pulse. Still engaging your abdominals, focusing on your breath, glutes. All right, circles. And then reverse it. All right, and then rotate out, both legs rotated out from the hip all the way down to the toes. And we'll try to go up and stretch that hip and bring it down. You can point up and flex it down, and up and flex. Works the quads a little bit. And then draw your knee in for a nice stretch there if it feels good. doesn't feel good, don't do it. Alright, then we go into clams. We'll set up and ready, hip over hip. Relax neck. Still using your abdominals. And we rotate. This is about 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, if you can. All right. Facing down, lift the head slightly off the floor, keeping the back of the neck straight, chin in. I'm engaging my low belly, reaching my arms out, and lengthening through the legs, and pulse up with the arms, back of the arms, upper back works. And try 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and rest. And then if this feels okay on your shoulders, bring your arms out, elbows in line, more or less with your shoulders, like you're making a goalpost. And then bring your head just slightly off the floor so your neck is straight, chin in, ribs in, front of the ribs pull in, navel pulls in, lengthen through the legs, working the seat, and we go up, working the upper back for better posture. And up, breathing up. That's about 10. And then rest for a second. We'll take the arms out to the side now, rotating the thumbs up to the ceiling. Same idea here. Lengthen, chin in, ribs in, navel in, shoulders down. We lift, thumbs to ceiling, pulling the shoulders down and lengthening the arms through the fingertips. And then lower down, and we can press up into a nice back stretch, stretching out the back a little bit, and then up into child's pose. Reaching those long arms nice and long. Stretch the shoulders. You might feel a stretch under your armpit. Just let it go. Do parallel arms, right, on all fours. If this doesn't bother the knees, try to lift your feet up and drop your hips down. My weight is over my arms, shoulders down. I'm trying to keep my back straight, abdominals still pulled in, and just bend and stretch. Exhale up and push and push. Neck is straight and push. Exhale up. And then take a break and we'll do it again. Weight over arms, wrists under the shoulders, hips forward. If you can, just do what you can. You can always modify anything if it doesn't feel right. And again. Stretch it out. Spine stretch. If your hips, lower back, hamstrings are tight, bend the knees a little bit. Otherwise, you can keep your legs straight. I'm going to bend my knees, sit up tall, right on top of your sits bones. Pull the low belly in, shoulders down. We lift up and press into the lower belly as you reach forward. And then bring your weight back onto your seat. We'll stack the spine. Again, inhale here. Pull the low belly and navel in. Reach, 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 reach. Bring it back. Stack the spine like little building blocks. Inhale, lift. Pull the abdominals in. Reach. And then one more. To open the hips and stretch your inner thighs and hamstrings, try to rotate to one leg, reach over that leg, hold. If you can flex your feet, flex the feet, and hang over, press into that opposite hip. Deep breath. And then same thing on the other side. Rotate, press down on the opposite sits bone. Reach over, relax your head, and breathe. All right. Hope that worked for you. Thanks for watching.